You are in for a treat.
Yes, we love when we have musical guests,
Yes.
and today we have singer-songwriter Brandy York. Thanks for being here, Brandy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great to see you. And we want to find out a little more about your music and what inspired it. But we also have something kind of funny, because you were here years ago as an intern
Yes.
in our weather department.
Yes.
So your
20
career
years
has
ago.
kind of taken a different
This
turn.
is the
There we
picture
go.
Brandy just gave it. This is circa 2004, you said?
Yes, 2004.
So you were a weather intern.
Yes. You know, I had been interested in meteorology since third grade, and I met Lisa Teachman at the Clay Center once, and I thought, you know, I can do this. God had other plans. I'm thankful for that time that I did get to spend here and with her, and it's funny how things come back full circle. And I've also loved music and loved performing since I was a child. So, you know, we had plans, and I became a nurse, and I still love severe weather.
That's wonderful.
And when she walked in today, she goes, "Oh, it looks different." I said,
Little
"Oh, when
different.
were you here
Very
last?"
different.
She's like, "Oh,
I
it's been about
know.
20 years." And
Yep.
Susan and Brandy back together. So.
Yes. I was going to say that was a couple of hairdos ago.
Just a few. Yep.
So, Brandy, talk a little bit about your inspiration behind
Yes.
your music.
So, you know, when I was about 3 years old, my dad figured out that I could carry a tune. He taught me to play guitar at 8 years old, and he started just taking me out here and there to different churches, radio programs, and that's when I discovered my love for music and sharing the gospel, and began a little bit of songwriting. I always loved Loretta Lynn. The first time I saw the movie Coal Miner's Daughter, I said, I want to be her when I grow up.
And this is a picture of your dad.
That is my dad, yes, and I believe he's at home watching right now, and thank God he's healthy, and he is still actually doing his own music ministry at local nursing homes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Terrific.
So, yeah, he is my biggest inspiration, and then my next would be Loretta Lynn. And, you know, as time went on, life took me here and there and everywhere, and then finally I started getting back into music, writing some songs, and here I am today. So
And we are glad you are here today. We cannot wait to hear you sing. I was asking during the commercial break, what is your song? What's it inspired by? And she said, well, actually, I was watching the news, and it's inspired by something that happened in the weather. So it has come all full circle.
It
Talk about that
absolutely
story,
has.
because a lot of people will remember this.
Yeah, so in April of 2024, there was a tornado, a string of storms that came through Boyd County.
Right.
And I live in Ironville, and just 2 streets behind my house was a tornado that touched down. And it actually picked up a mobile home with a lady inside of it, and it flipped it on its top. And, you know, I could see this from my kitchen window. And she said in an interview, I came out with my life and my Jesus. And so I took that inspiration, and I thought, whatever storms you're going through, whether you're surviving a physical tornado, tornado of addiction, illness, mental illness, depression, whatever, you know, how can you not believe that there's a Savior, that there's a miracle-working God when you can see what's happened down at the end of my road?
Wow.
So that's what I came up with while running the vacuum. We songwriters tend to get most creative at the most awkward times, and so it just came to me like that. And you know, I just want to be a blessing, and those words in that song, you know, so many people have came back and said, I've listened to that on repeat because it's helped me through this, helped me through that. And that's exactly why I do what I do.
Yeah. And what's the name of it again?
End of My Road.
Okay. Let's hear it now, and then we'll come back and talk a little more.
The storms of life had got me down, and my whole world was spinning round. I was holding on to something when all I needed was you. Yeah, you were my safe place. Yeah, that's where my faith grew. I found Jesus at the end of my road, just when I thought I had no place to go. When the clouds grew dark and I lost all hope, yeah, he held me still, and he always will. 'Cause I found Jesus at the end of my road. say I shouldn't be alive, a miracle I cannot hide. So I'll testify in my God's grace, and I'll lift my hands and shout His praise. 'Cause I found Jesus at the end of my road, just when I thought I had no place to go. When the clouds grew dark and I lost all hope, yeah, He held me still, and He always will. 'Cause I found Jesus at the end of my road. Some people turn to whiskey, some people turn to pills, some people turn to another's arms, a void they're trying to fill. But let me tell you about King Jesus, the one who saved my life, the one who kept me in His hands and brought me to life. I was buried in the rubble, about to lose it all. What a friend we have in Jesus. Yeah, He hears you when you call. So call His name, it's not too late, He'll make a way. I found Jesus at the end of my road, just when I thought I had no place to go. When the clouds grew dark and I lost all hope, yeah, He held me still, and He always will. 'Cause I found Jesus at the end of my road, just when I thought I had no place to go. When the clouds grew dark and I lost all hope, yeah, He held me still, and He always will. 'Cause I found Jesus at the end of my road. I found Jesus at the end of my road.
Wow.
Thank you.
So good,
Amazing
Brandy.
song.
Thank you.
I love the inspiration
I do
behind it,
too.
'cause I know a lot of people remember the April 2nd,
Yes.
2024
Yes.
storms throughout our region. So, Brandy, we want everyone to be able to follow along
Right.
with your music. Where can they hear you? Where can they follow along?
All right, so you can follow me on Facebook, Brandy York, and YouTube, Brandy York Music. Of course, there's my number on the screen for booking, 606-331-1866. That'll get you directly to me. You can also hear my music on any streaming platform, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. So.
Well, that song was amazing. I mean, we can't wait to hear more of your music. So now we know where to find it.
Yes. And we'll have to
Yes.
have you back. Thank you.
I'd
Definitely
love to
will.
come back.
And we're
Thank
not going
you.
to wait 20 years in
no.
between. So I was thinking we need to get a new picture to update the old one.
Yes,
So as we're going to the break, we'll get a new picture, and then we want you back again.
Yes.
Great.
Thanks, Brandy.
Absolutely. Thank you all.